Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Terror in the Aisles challenge. This time, Jason and I watched Fahrenheit 451. To learn how to find, one must first learn how to hide. Fahrenheit 451 is a 1966 film based on the novel by Ray Bradbury, and scenes from the movie were featured in the television cut of Terror in the Aisles. Including this, there are only 5 movies left in the Terror in the Aisles challenge, and if I'm being honest, Jason and I were not looking forward to watching this one. We had both never seen it, and it's somewhat long, close to 2 hours. I have read the Bradbury novel, which I enjoyed, as much as you can enjoy something like this. But for some reason, the movie just never seemed to appeal to me. We sort of kept putting it off in this challenge, but decided to get it over with now. The thing is, though, it's not even close to my least favorite in this challenge. I really liked this. It was much better than I expected. It's an oddball for sure, but extremely relatable. Fahrenheit 451, as a matter of fact, might be the most relevant movie on this list. If things keep going the way they've been going over these last couple of years, we're not far from the society depicted in this film. And that's terrifying. The movie begins with its opening credits, but they're not on screen. They're narrated, because we, as the viewers, are not allowed to read, just like the characters in the film. Jason and I thought that was really clever. In an oppressive, authoritative future, Guy Montag is a fireman living in an isolated society with his wife Linda. She is played by the beautiful Julie Christie. Houses, for the most part, are now fireproof, so the job of firemen is to burn books. Society is not allowed to read because the government wants everyone to be equal. No one is allowed more knowledge than another. Those who want more are punished for it. People are drugged and indoctrinated by what they see and are told on their TV. The only supposed truth comes from the media. And by truth, I mean what the government wants society to believe to be the truth. In actuality, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Sound familiar? To some of you it will. Others will shrug it off as fiction. And for those of you who do that, I genuinely feel bad for you. Now keep in mind, this video is being filmed in May of 2022. By the time you see it, it will almost be a year later. Jason and I are that far ahead. Hopefully, by the time you do see this review, things will be better. But I won't hold my breath. But anyway, back to the movie. Montag never really questions his duties as a fireman until he meets a neighbor named Clarice. She was a teacher who was fired simply for saying the wrong things. She wasn't following certain guidelines set by the government and tried to make her class fun. But that's not allowed. Everyone must listen and do the same exact thing. Montag's wife Linda doesn't question anything, like much of society. Many of the wives fall right in line with that. Linda even becomes a victim of the drugging. It's all so very scary, because it's just too real. Inspired by Clarice, Montag himself begins rebelling against the system. Although for years it has been his job to find and burn books, Montag begins to hide and read books. This forces Linda to leave him. She much rather live her life as a sheep. Before long, Montag finds himself pursued by those he could once call friends, all because he refused to fall in line with the oppressive society. I'm going to choose now to say no more about Fahrenheit 451. Why let my review influence any of you when you all have your own minds? My point is, don't let anyone tell you how to think or feel. And my relatable recommendation is Something Wicked, This Way Comes. I was originally going to recommend something else, but I believe Jason will be recommending my original choice. Instead, I'll recommend this, because it's also based on a novel by Ray Bradbury. Something Wicked This Way Comes is one of those dark Disney films from the 80s, released in 1983. So dark, in fact, that one of the characters is named Mr. Dark, and he's a proprietor of a dark carnival. This film is what I would consider gateway horror, and I definitely recommend it if you've never seen it. More importantly, though, have you seen Fahrenheit 451? It's a movie I believe everyone should see. If you have seen it, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And please be sure to check out Jason's review. There's no hiding it. We'll be back with the next review for the Terror in the Aisles challenge soon. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind, subscribe.